Wolves 1, Manchester United 1, a tactical analysis. Before this video starts, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss out on any of the tactical analysis, scout reports or player comparison videos coming up over the next few weeks, and give this video a like if you enjoy it. Follow my Instagram as well to get shorter, more regular content, and if you like the instrumental music, check out his YouTube channel. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below, so go listen to some of his other beats and subscribe to his channel. Solskjaer lined up his side with David De Gea in goal, a back four of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw, with McTominay and Pogba playing as a double pivot in midfield, with Daniel James wide on the right, Rashford on the left and Lingard playing in behind Martial. Nuno set up this Wolves side with Patricio in goal, a back three of Bennett, Conor Cody and Willy Bolly, with Doherty and Johnny the two wing backs, midfield three of Neves, Dendoncker and Moutinho, with Diego Jota and Raul Jimenez playing as a front two. From the start of the game, United dominated possession with McTominay and Pogba playing as a deep double pivot, where Pogba would move into the reduced position almost to collect the ball from the centre-backs before moving the play forward. Daniel James sought to stretch the pitch and push Johnny back by staying as wide as possible when United had the ball, whilst Rashford on the other side played as a narrow inside forward, moving inside of Doherty, allowing Shaw to overlap him on the left side. Wolves fell back into a narrow 5-3-2 system when United had the ball, with Jimenez and Jota dropping deep in behind McTominay and Pogba. The front two and midfield three created a narrow pentagon shape, which was used as a way of cutting out the passing lanes into United's players between the lines, and thereby forcing United to play the ball out wide to the fullbacks. When the ball was shifted out to one of the United fullbacks, Shaw or Wan-Bissaka, it was the job of the wide central midfielders, Dendoncker and Moutinho, to move out to apply the pressure, rather than Jimenez or Jota. If the front two were to press the fullbacks when they received the ball, it would allow a quick pass to be played back into McTominay or Pogba, who would then have space on the ball in front of the Wolves midfield three. This pressing system essentially allowed Wolves to keep close pressure on Pogba most of the time. Even though this did stifle United's interplay between Pogba and Lingard vertically, with Rashford moving into a narrow position from the left, United were able to use him as an outlet in possession, as he was stationed wide of Dendoncker but inside of Doherty. Around the 17th minute mark, Pogba's long pass in behind Bennett for Rashford's long movement caused Wolves problems not only immediately but throughout the rest of the first half. This was because, scared by Rashford's ability to run in behind, Bennett and Cody dropped deeper to nullify this sort of movement. By closing down the space for Rashford to run in behind, the Wolves backline in turn created the space in front of them in the half space between the midfield and defence. This was where Martial's goal came from. Lingard moved over to the left whilst Rashford moved a little more centrally, and when United were able to feed the ball into his feet, he was able to turn, which if the Wolves backline hadn't dropped deep, he wouldn't have been able to do, from where he threaded the ball through for Martial to score from. If Solskjaer had better offensive fullbacks at his disposal, like a Trent Alexander-Arnold or Andy Robertson, then United could have used the narrowness of Wolves' system as a potential weakness. However, neither Aaron Wan-Bissaka nor Luke Shaw are excellent dribblers, so when they received the ball wide of the narrow Wolves pentagon, neither could drive the attack forward via a powerful dribble or pick out an incisive pass into Lingard or Rashford in the half spaces. Last season, the direct balls that Wolves played from the defensive third up to Jimenez and Jota was a key factor behind their counter-attacking success against the top six, though in this game United were very good at nullifying this offensive weapon. They were able to do this because of two different factors. The first was due to Wolves playing a narrow 5-3-2. They didn't have any advanced width, which allowed Wan-Bissaka to follow Jota infield, moving in narrow, from where he was able to make a number of interceptions and tackles when Jota and Jimenez tried to lay the ball off to each other from the direct balls that Wolves were playing from deep. The second was the aerial ability of Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof, who were confident and aggressive in their aerial duels, meaning that Jimenez had no success in knocking the ball down for Jota or the central midfielders. Manchester United were the better team in the first half, but in the second half Wolves came out with a more offensive approach. Adama Traore was brought on at right wing back and was used as Wolves' attacking outlet to drive the ball high up the pitch. This was because Nuno recognised that by funneling the ball down the right flank, Rashford would be forced to track back into a deep, wider position, which would then in turn mean he wasn't in an advanced position when United won the ball back as he was in the first half, nullifying United's quick transition and attack. Traore was excellent at dribbling past Shaw down the left side and was a real threat from that position. But what this meant was that with a more offensively adventurous wingback, Ryan Bennett was forced to move over into the channel against Marcus Rashford when United transitioned the attack down the left. Whilst Rashford did skip by Bennett a few times, Solskjaer didn't make a tactical change to put Rashford out wide on the left, which would have meant that the United forward would have been able to isolate Bennett in one-on-one situations. Nuno also instructed his side to press aggressively from United's build-up. Instead of sitting back in a midfield three behind the front two, Jota and Jimenez would apply the pressure high up onto De Gea, Maguire and Lindelof, whilst Dendoncker or Moutinho would move out of the midfield block to man-to-man press Pogba or McTominay, essentially creating a 5-3-2 pressing system, whilst the wing-backs would push up high onto Shaw and Wan-Bissaka. The Wolves' equaliser did come after Ruben Neves' spectacular curling strike from the edge of the box nestled into David De Gea's top corner. Solskjaer was slow to respond after Wolves' goal, and his first change was to put Mata on for Lingard, which seemed like it was to add more creativity in the final third, and bring on a player who had better vision and could play those key passes better than Jesse Lingard can. Despite this, I thought Mata was pretty poor in terms of playing these passes and offered nothing in the final third at all. McTominay from deep offered only recycling of possession, playing sideways passes, and leaving the job of finding those incisive passes into the front line solely up to Paul Pogba, which just highlights why United needed to sign a creative deep line central midfielder in the summer, and could have also done with an attacking midfielder capable of creating chances in the final third, as Daniel James and Jesse Lingard seemed rather one-dimensional when around the box. It was only the quick interplay and dribbling ability from deep of Pogba that created the opportunity for Bennett to give away the penalty, which even though was missed by Pogba, did show the creative dependency that United have on the Frenchman. Neither side really put the other under significant pressure towards the end of the game, and the 1-1 scoreline reflected both managers' limited options in attack, which could prove to be the downfall of both sides this season. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.